Okay, this is the Ready Tactical Kydex AR15 magazine pouch. They make them in 2 belt sizes. They may even make a 2-inch version, but I have the 1.5" and the 1 3/4 belt. I mark all my gear intended for an 1 3/4 belt with a line under the TYV so I don't lose it at the range. You can see here there's a slight difference in the 2 versions. From the loop size, kind of hard to tell apart, so this is why I marked them. So if I get to the range of the larger belt and have trouble getting on the wrong pouch. The pouch has a pretty simple construction, loops all the way around, forms to close at the bottom but still slightly open for dirt, also open on the front side here. The loop itself has these small wings down at the bottom which serve to retain it on the belt, but can also be a little bit of a challenge to get it on until you know the trick. The trick is to grab one of those little wings and simply hook it around the belt and then rock the entire pouch on so that it sits into place. Some people have said that these pouch styles tend to crack across the top. I've been using these for years. I've been recommending them to people that come out and shoot our drills nights and our matches for the last 6 to 7 years. I've not seen one break. I have not broken one, and I believe that in part has to do with the way that I put it on. It puts less stress on that bent portion of the Kydex there. The pouches are made to be completely ambidextrous. You can put them on either side, left or right-handed, wherever you want, and they will also take magazines regardless of which orientation you prefer. You can have rounds forward to load your mags similar to a pistol reload, or you can have rounds to the rear for that beer can grip for the speed reload that way. The pouch will also hold a variety of magazines. This is the Tango Down Arc Mag. This is the Mark IIs. Big improvement off the Mark Is. These have been very reliable for me. You can see that pouch, that magazine fits in just as well. Comes out just as easy and will fit in either direction. It will also take the ubiquitous P-Mag. No problem, fits in front, back, and it will take the 20-round GI mags. Personal preference, if I'm using the 20-rounders, use them bullet tips front so that it's a pistol speed reload type with the finger indexing on the front of the mag well. Reason being is that with it seated in the magazine pouch, bullet tips to the rear, you don't have a whole lot to grab onto, and it can be a little bit of a challenge. If you don't like the tension on the pouch, you want more, you want less, whatever it may be, it's really easy to take a lighter and heat this up just a little bit, and you can actually turn in these 2 leading edges here, and that'll serve to engage the body of the magazine more tightly and provide more or less retention depending on what you want. The new hotness, the Surefire 60-round magazines, it will fit. It's not, clearly not designed for it. There's a gap down at the bottom, but it will fit, come in and out, no problem. The Smith & Wesson 22, M&P 22 magazines can be a little bit of a challenge. If you notice next to a standard magazine, the big deviation on these is the feed tower, and that's just to get the smaller rounds up higher for the bolt. And so they will fit, but they're not super tight retention, but they're in there well enough. I don't imagine a lot of people are, doing a whole hell of a lot of running and gunning with this type of gun. But if you need to use it, like I said, it will fit, it will retain it, and I haven't had any issues using this style of magazine either. To get it off, again, you're just going to pull one of those wings back through, bring it up, push the other wing, got to get it away from the belt loop, push the other wing up and through, and let it come up and over. It's that simple to get on and off. Some people find it easier to get on and off with a magazine in it because it gives you a little extra leverage to move the pouch around. I've gotten so used to doing them empty that it's not a challenge at all. And I use these same style pouches for the Glock magazines for training purposes. I use a pouch that holds a little tighter into my body for concealed carry, but for training purposes these are a great magazine pouch. And the pistol version, they recently came out with a closed loop version, which I use on my IPSC belt. because I'm not taking the pouches on and off, and because it's a fixed over belt that holds the pouches and all that stuff on there. So that is the Ready Tactical AR15 Kydex magazine pouch. I buy all of these from SKD Tactical, which you can find at skdtac.com. It's a great website. The nice thing about it is if you go to the drop-down menu and you don't see the size listed that you need, it's not in stock. So you always know whether or not they have them in stock when you go to order them. And I'll order a few of these at a time, depending on what they have in stock, 1.5" or 1 3/4". And I do believe they make a 2" version as well for SKD. So that's it. Ready Tactical AR15 ambidextrous mag pouch, bullets front, bullets rear, fully retention adjustable with nothing more than a Bic lighter, and a great value. I highly recommend these, and people have been using them on my recommendation for quite a few years with great success.